Hey there, Gemini. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. It is so good to see you here. I want to thank you so much for helping to grow my channel. Your likes, your shares, your comments, they are so appreciated. In fact, if you could hit thumbs up, let's go ahead and get started with this month's Lucky Lenormand reading. Let's see what we can do to help you bring love and financial abundance into your life. All right, let's get started. I do want to remind you to check out your sun, your moon, and your rising. Your sun sign is how you feel inside. Your moon sign is the way you feel about what's going on around you. Your interactions with the world is your rising sign. It's kind of like your personality. Let's just see what we have happening here. Okay, whoops. Oh, that's not good. You're feeling confused. Let's not be feeling confused. Let's see if we can't get you some clarity so you're not going to be doing that. All right. Okay. So, at the bottom of the deck, we have communication. So, lots of communication going on. It could be emails. It could be talking to people face to face, maybe a little gossip happening. Okay, lots happening here. Ooh, that looks good. All right, not too bad. Okay, so what do we have here? At the center of the whole thing, the key is the community. So this is the community that you are part of. It could be a work community, it could be family and friends, it could be any kind of a community organization that you are a part of. That requires a lot of communication though, because we do have the birds there. So in the past, you were waiting and talking about and thinking about some kind of a change that you would like to come in. And it seems to have to do with your home and your health. So home, your children, where you want to live, ancestry. So it could be where you used to live. It could be where your family is, but you maybe aren't there, because there's a change that was associated with the home and also with healing. So the tree is also about your physical health. And so in the future, you may spend a lot of time figuring out how to be more healthy. So if, for instance, you had some sort of an accident or something like that and it required making some adjustments at the home so that it will aid in the recovery, maybe, you know, you just can't get up the stairs this week, and so you've had to move your bedroom downstairs, or some kind of a situation like this. Remember, this is just for the month of May. It's not like life, right? It's not like long term. It's just that. But there's some kind of an obstacle. You were feeling very blocked and like you were trying to overcome a major obstacle. And now I think you're relying a little bit more on the community and advice from the community, but there is some confusion. You're feeling very confused about it. Maybe you're getting a lot of advice. Maybe you're getting a lot of advice from a lot of different people, and it's left you feeling a little confused about exactly what it is that you should do next. I always am going to go back to saying, what does your heart feel? You should always rely on your intuition. You really should. And if you're in a partnership, and then you rely on your partner and your intuition, your partner should be relying on their intuition and and you, right? So actions in the past, you were worried about how well you were going to heal from whatever this obstacle was. I do feel like this is a health reading. Feels very health oriented here. And like maybe you just have a lot of advice that you aren't sure what to do with. Because with the healing here and the health card here, like were you putting off doing something for a long time because it just seemed like it was going to. So I don't want to say it was elective, but it was something that you were allowed to let wait for a little while, and now you've done it, and there's support from your community. But I think you have some confusion about the advice you were getting. I want a little more guidance on what that confusion is about. The confusion is confusing me. Right, these are the Sibili. I don't even know how to say them. Sibili cards. I'll put it below. Okay. I think that the healing doesn't go as well as you would like it to. This is, so see what you can do I think you're confused about how to do it because this is the despair card. And so I'm afraid that not being able to heal as quickly as you would like to has got you a little stressed out. All right, so let's just say, for instance, it's not about your health, okay? And say it's about a change in the home. So maybe you have to move, and you don't like it because now you have to move too far away from your family, or you're moving back to closer to your family. And it's still got you, maybe you're a little depressed and confused about it. And it seemed like such a big obstacle to overcome, but your family's there to support you. But right now you're feeling very clear. Like you feel very clear about the change that is made. Like you know what. You have clarity about the change. Because this is in the position of the writers. That's information coming in or change happening and what's moving it forward. And so clarity is moving it forward. And then the outcome card, the stability card, this is you. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female. This is you looking forward, looking to the future, and feeling back into yourself. And so I think even though you're feeling confused about the whole situation, a little depressed about the situation, maybe you had to leave behind your family and friends when you made the move. Maybe you had to do it because of a job. Maybe you did it because of a breakup of a marriage. Maybe lots of things can make people have to move, right? And I think there's a little depression, a little bit of sadness that comes with it. But I think that in the end, the outcome is you are facing forward and you're standing strong. So this is stepping into your power. And this is, remember, this is just for the month of May. So I think, let's see here, that on +2, this is, you're in the 12th, the sun is in your 12th house. Wow, I can almost talk. So that's hopes, goals, dreams, and wishes, but it's Neptunian energy, which is very confusing and murky and not a lot of clarity involved in that. And I think that maybe when the sun shines on you next month, or actually the 21st of May, right? That's when we move into Gemini, then maybe more clarity comes in. But let's see what kind of advice we can get for you to help you to create financial abundance. And you have Secret Fairy. Every garden has fairies. Secret Fairy says, do a good deed for someone and not get found out. So this is when you reach out and you do something for someone else. The universe goes, oh, hey, we'll do something for you. And so you're being encouraged to give so that you can receive. And then you have Ladybird Wish. Ladybird is in your money garden. Let her eat up all the unwanted nasties of money's bad habits. Allow new growth and abundance and beliefs to flourish. So let's just say this is about money situation here. And there's some kind of a major obstacle and you were trying to overcome it, and you went to your community and you're asking people for advice. And I think there's still some confusion and frustration and fear about money. And maybe you're worried about losing your house. Maybe you're wondering how you're going to pay for a house, apartment, or where you're living. House could be where you're living. And so this is growth and stability and ancestors. So I think you get there. Maybe you're just not sure how yet. This confusion thing is a problem. I can see that. And it's got you not getting enough sleep at night too. Like you're really stressed out. Don't be stressed out. I think in your weekly reading, we were just talking about that. And I just really think that, get outside and get yourself grounded and, find places to connect with people, and you have balance. This is your advice for love. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So if there's been arguments and disagreements at home about maybe money, because it tends to be the most common thing that people fight about in a relationship is money. Don't let it get so big that it becomes this big tree that overwhelms you. Keep it small like a shrub, right? Love is not always about agreement. So it's really more about compromise most of the time, right? Like finding a way to make it work in a balanced way, a win-win. Marriages should be built on win-win. Partnerships should be built on win-win. So it could be a business partnership. It can be any kind of a long-term live-in kind of situation. With roommates too. I think you've been dreading a change. This feels like I know change is coming and I'm dreading it, but I know that it'll be better in the end because we have the healing card there. Oh, so here's Neptune. Dreams. Believe in your dreams. So you're wrapping this up. You have like 2 more weeks before it becomes your birthday month. So focus on what is it that you want to create. What do you want to create? When you're future forward, when you're looking, where do you want? What are you looking at? Where are you looking to go? What is it that you want to bring in? Focus on that. You know, the past is the past. There's not a lot you can do about that. You can keep the memories that are good. You learn from the lessons, and you take those lessons forward. But you mostly just have to leave everything else behind, right? You want to travel lightly through life, not dragging a bunch of burdens. Oh, that was weird. Okay. So you have 2 cards. You have clear quartz. I am a clear channel of love, light, and well-being. All of my heart's desires are now being realized. Dream about what it is you want. Dream about what it is you want. Multiply goodness and well-being. And amplify loving kindness, increase clarity, peace, and understanding, improve clarity of mind and emotions. And the Star card is all about clarity. And this tree is all about well-being. And I think you're just confused about how to create this well-being. And so if you can pick up a piece of clear quartz and stick it under your pillow or carry it in your pocket and allow that energy to really work with you to help you gain the clarity that you need. And it says, all of my heart's desires are realized now. I am a clear channel of love, light, and well-being. And the other card that you have is Ocular Jasper. My life glides forward with ease. I am mindful, and I think and act with positive energy. And that's a beautiful card, too. It says, unlimited possibilities. Relax into the flow of happy life. What goes around comes around. Attract goodness and light. Goodness and love. So I think they're both kind of saying the same thing. It's your attitude. If you focus on the positive things and on your hopes and your goals and your dreams, and be very future forward looking, right? Look to the future and what it is you want to create. Yes, live in the now. I think that's really important. Be where you are now. But I think this month, since there's all this confusion and everything swirling around you, that to create that balance, you kind of have to have a goal that you're heading for. And I think when that sun starts shining on you next, in just a couple weeks, right? I think during that time, you're going to find a little clarity with that sunlight. It's going to like brighten things up. So I can see there's a lot of communications going on. So make sure that when you're communicating with people that you care about, people in general, but definitely with the ones you care about, that you try to communicate your needs and your wants, but in the most positive way possible, and try to avoid the negative and the self-criticism and the criticism of others. Okay? Wow, that was a lot. All right, so balance. I feel like balance is the key word here. Okay? Try to find the balance. All right, I will see you back here for the weeklies. You take care. Stay balanced. All right? We'll talk soon.